everyone! It's our last day in the literary world, and the silencer, the bibliophile, gathered all of our friends from our journey for a farewell celebration. It's like a who's who of the literary world. We've got Poet Guardians, The First Narrator, Haiku, Clove the Baby Dragon, Wartimer, and lots of others. And guess what? They have a surprise for us. They're so grateful for how we helped them throughout our journey that they want to grant us the highest honor they have, the title of Titans of Text. But there's a catch. According to tradition, in order to become a Titan of Text, you must first have earned several lower titles, and right now we don't have any of those. But don't worry, our friends have decided to speed up the process. All we need to do is complete a series of challenges that show our knowledge of each land we visited. As we pass each challenge, we'll earn a title. After the final challenge, we'll become Titans of Text. We've sailed through literary waters, saved entire lands, and helped make some delicious dumplings. We're ready? Let's go. We'll start with a challenge from Fact and Media Metropolis. Noah Lott and the mayor couldn't be here due to, Noah's old bones and the mayor running a whole city, but they mailed us a card with their challenge on it.
Caroline, Mia, and friends, congratulations on being considered for the title of Titans of Texts. After what you did to help finish the map of fact and repair the key to the city, we can think of no more worthy recipients. In fact, we think you'll have no problem completing our challenge and earning your first title, Masters of Media. Attached to this letter, you'll find an article and some questions. Read the article and correctly answer the questions to earn this high honor. Good luck, Noah, Lott, and the mayor.
You'll find a copy of the article that Noah Lott and the mayor sent us in your guided notes for this lesson. To complete this challenge, read the article and answer the following questions. What is the author's purpose? And is this article a credible source? How do you know? Pause the video here to read or listen to the article, then answer the questions that follow. Resume when ready. I noticed that this author shared a series of facts about the benefits of learning to evaluate news media and included a persuasive claim. Because of this, her purpose seems to be to persuade the reader to develop media literacy skills. But is this article a credible source? Well, the article lists the author's name and mentions that she's a researcher of modern media. That makes me think that she's a trustworthy person to speak on this topic. The article also includes several references to studies that back up the information provided. And it's free of sensationalized language and spelling and grammar errors. Because of this, I think we can say that this article is credible. Wait, you just now got another letter from Noah Lott and the mayor? That was impossibly fast, but whatever, let's take a look.
Congratulations. By the power invested in us as the mayor of Media Metropolis and an old guy who created a bad map, you have been granted the title of Masters of Media.
Our second challenge comes from Storyline Straight and Verse Valley.
To earn the title of literary legend, you must complete the tasks ahead. Read the short story that we send. Dive into the words as you've been led. Identify one figurative phrase. Explain its impact, its creative ways. Plot the events, each rise and fall. On a narrative diagram, capture them all. Good luck on this journey you must take. In the world of words, make no mistake.
Okay, to translate, it sounds like we'll need to read a short story, identify and analyze an example of figurative language, and plot the events on a narrative structure diagram. Pause the video to read or listen to the story in your guided notes, then complete the activities that follow. Resume when ready. I saw several examples of figurative language in this story. I noticed imagery in these lines, metaphors and similes in these, and personification here. While each of these lines contributes something unique to the story, they all help to create a scene that is immersive and engaging for the reader. Now let's talk narrative structure. I noticed that the exposition introduces our main character, Lena, and the setting. The inciting incident involves Lena finding the symbols on the rocks and deciding to follow them to the cave. The rising action consists of her finding the cave, reading about the Compass of Chronicles, venturing through the woods to the hidden chamber, and meeting the explorer. The climax is when Lena proves herself worthy of wielding the Compass of Chronicles. The falling action involves her returning to the cave library and discovering the old books. And finally, the resolution is when she returns home and earns the title Literary Legend.
Congratulations, brave and true. Literary legends, that is you. Through tales and trials, light you've spun. The world of stories, now you've won.
Our final challenge will test what we learned on our journeys to save Genreland and world literature.
'Tis I, Story Weaver the Bard, here to present you with your final challenge. To earn the title of Titans of Text, you must show your worthiness by identifying the genre of the story that the noble haiku presented you, and stating one way that the story served as a window or a mirror for you. Go forth and achieve your destiny.
Pause the video here and reread the Compass of Chronicles in your guided notes, then answer the questions that follow. Resume when ready. I noticed that this story took place in a magical land and involved the main character going on a journey to seek a powerful object. This made me think this was a fantasy story. But the story also had suspenseful moments as the main character explored dangerous, unfamiliar locations, which reminded me of the adventure genre. I think this story is both fantasy and adventure. If you identified one or both of these, you're correct. And how did this story serve as a window or mirror in your own life? Your answers may vary, but personally, I related to Lena's love of books and stories and felt like that served as a mirror to my own life.
Brilliant! My friends, it is my honor to award you with the highest title bestowed in the literary world, the title of Titans of Text.
I think that officially caps off our journey through the literary world. Now, all that's left is to say goodbye and head home. Well, we did it! We restored the crystal quill, mapped the land of fact, defeated the shadow of monotony, rebuilt the key to the city, awakened the guardians of poetry, saved world literature, and hopefully learned something along the way. While we may be leaving the fictional literary world, the real literary world of books, poems, and media awaits. It's time for you to use the skills you've honed here to learn more about yourself and others, and to make the world a better place. Remember, as you make your way on your journey, never stop chasing that new story on the horizon. Happy travels!
Hey!